What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Happy hump day. Now, I am not happy that the week is moving by at the pace that it is going because, I'm on my spring break and I am enjoying my spring break. I slept till noon today. El Teddy was like, get out the bed. And I was like, I ain't ready yet. But anyway, I'm out the bed now. They got me some breakfast, got my coffee. I was talking to my little sis, Danny, earlier today while I was out running, getting my coffee. I needed gas and, things of that nature. So I'm back in the house. And at 3:30, we will be having a Teacher Project 2.0. If you are not subscribed, please get subscribed to the Teacher Project 2.0, where we discuss all issues as it pertains to education with L Teddy 27. And then I will be probably having a regular tribe meeting later on tonight. So yeah, that's what's going on. Now, let's do the things of the things of the things. I'm going to put a poll in the chat and then we're going to get started. Okay, yes or no. So y'all go ahead, hit that like button and go ahead and give me your answer in the poll and then we're going to check the results in a few minutes. We're going to be check the results in a few minutes. Am I in Miami? No, ma'am. I'm not in Miami. No, no, no. All right. Let's get ready to get this party started. Thank you. It's already people in the chat. Let's get into the things of the things of the things. All right. Okay, the passport life. All right. Okay, so listen, we have been dealing with this Porsha Simon Gobadia situation really since the beginning. Now, I'm not going to go back to all the way to the beginning, but let's just remind or refresh everybody's memory that Simon and Porsha's situation has been suspect from the beginning, as far as I am concerned. If you remember when Porsha had her little spinoff show, I ain't even gonna go back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but when she had Porsha Family Matters or Family Values or whatever the heck that show was, remember Porsha and Simon couldn't even get their story straight on how they met and how long they had been dating, right? Remember Porsha said, well, I knew him already. And once I saw things went south with him and his wife, um, he slid into what she say? I slid into his DMs to check on him, and then his version of the story was that that he saw what he liked, and he slid. Whatever it was, Dane had the same story, and I said, "Dang, y'all didn't even rehearse y'all story before y'all started filming the reality show. Y'all had to know that was gonna be the first damn question. Like y'all had to know that was gonna be a question that the producers were gonna ask. How did you not know?" So anyway. And it got messy, right? Understandably, it got very messy. The man was already married. You were on the show with his wife, whether y'all were friends or not. Y'all were co-workers, okay? And then he started posting ring videos showing that Fallon was cheating on him, and then Porsha was talking about how she caping for her man, right? It was messy from the beginning, right? Fast forward 18 months, child, because yes, it has only been 18 months. Well, they've only been married for 18 months. Remember, they got engaged while he was still married to Fallon. Like, it was just a mess. Now, I don't have the energy to go back to Fallon's interviews, but Fallon did an interview with Up and Adam. And if y'all go back to Fallon's interview with Up and Adam, way back about 2 years ago now, she said that things with Simon were fugazi. She said that. She said that she don't even know what he do for real. And that he don't even halfway never go to his office. And then when she said when she did go to the office, you could tell nobody really be using it. I mean, it had a desk and a printer, but that was about it. It wasn't no employees or nothing like that. So about a month ago, the story broke that Simon had some issues with his immigration status, that allegedly he had a criminal past. It ain't no allegedly, child. He was convicted. He had a criminal past. He had voluntarily been deported, meaning he left before they put him out, okay? But then he came right back a couple of months later with a different name and then tried to file for, I don't know all the right terminology. Don't get in my inbox talking about something. He got a green card. He don't have a green card. Let's just say whatever the documentation is that he needs to stay in the United States, he applied for. And He got it based off of the false information that he gave to authorities. But then they realized that he had lied to them and was like, oh no, sir. Oh no, you lied. You are really this person instead of being this person. And that person we deported. So no, sir. Yeah, we gave you your green card, but I'm sorry, we got to take it back. And then, so he is here on, I forgot the right terminology again. I apologize. I don't remember the right terminology, but he's here on some sort of like work. It's not a work visa, but it's like a business because he's a business owner or what have you. So he is legitimately in the United States as of right now, based on the visa he has. But he was trying to apply for like a permanent status, and they were like, no. Okay. And then he appealed it, which I have no idea why you appealed it, sir. You know you was fugazi. You know that you were on borrowed time. You know that you lied on your application. Why are you appealing stuff? That's like when I worked for the union and teachers would get fired knowing they was wrong. You just want to appeal it to be appealing it. You know you was wrong. Anyway, moving on. So, Tracy, you know, in your line of work, you know you be dealing with people all the time. No, they was wrong, but they want to come and complain anyway, child. Anyway, so then we found out that Simon owes like $3 million to the little rent a private jet company, right? Next thing you know, 1 minute we saw pictures of Porsha and Simon in Dubai living a good life. You know, doing what they do, their PDA, their hugs, and Porsha looking all cute in her little bikini. They was out on the water riding a Porsche through the water down to Dubai. They was having themselves a good time. And literally, 48 hours after the information broke about his immigration status, Porsha filed for divorce. Now, I'm sorry, did I forget to mention she got her job back down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta while all this was happening too? Which prompted a lot of people to question, what the hell? First, Porsha filed for divorce, and she, you know, her divorce was the standard language. You know, don't destroy any records, don't do this, don't do that. That's standard. I know we as bloggers bring y'all that information, and it's like, oh my gosh, Porsha said don't destroy any records. What's in the records? Y'all, that is standard, okay? Especially when there's a prenup involved or some sort of financial entanglement involved. That's standard for people to say don't destroy nothing, don't destroy no documents, no records, because you know you got to sit down and we got to see where the money is, what the money looking like, where it's going, who got it, right? So with that being said, last week we had Nene coming down here mad because Porsha cut her off, and she said, I ain't do nothing. 1 minute you was happy, 1 minute you was divorcing. I ain't know what y'all was doing. And then she got petty and posted a picture of her and her on again, off again concubine posted up with Simon and his alleged new girlfriend, but he said not his girlfriend. It's messy. Well, baby, this week the shitstorm started. Okay, this week it was a whole situation. So let's go over some of the things that have happened in the last, 3 days? Because it's a lot. It's a lot. Now, we reported a little bit earlier this week. Let me start with what happened on Monday, because that was Monday, child. We are only on Wednesday, and we just had so much to talk about. But let's start with Monday. Okay. Oh, it's buy one, get one free candles at Bath and Body. I just ordered. The people in my membership know I just ordered me some candles. Y'all keep me away from the buy one, get one free. I don't need no more. I just ordered 5 candles. Okay. I paid full price because I really wanted them. I paid full price. So don't, y'all keep me away from these candles. See what happened when I open up my phone? The first thing I see is the thing from Bath and Body Works. Keep me away. Buy one, get one free, though, is a pretty good deal. I could buy 5 candles and get 10. Nope. Rewind. Focus, really be. Focus. No candles. You don't need no candles. Okay. So let's go back to money. I said money. Monday. Okay. What's the date on this? Oh, okay. So let's just start. Y'all want to start with let's start with the prenup. I'm on Radar Online, so I'm just gonna go through all of the articles that they done posted in the last couple of days. Don't do it. I got a birth. Thank you, Tracy, because I just had a conversation this morning, and I was, as I was talking, I was reminded of how all the money I'm spending on this damn birthday trip. Thank you. I was looking up flights before I went live. Oh Jesus. Who them flights? The flights that went up, y'all. I looked at flights back in January, and I probably should have got my flight in January, but baby, the flights that went up like significantly went up, like $200-300 went up. Hurt my little feelings. Anyway, all right. So Porsha, Real Housewives of Potomac star Porsha Williams demands that the prenup be enforced amid her divorce from Simon Gobadia. So I'm gonna read you guys a little bit of this. So you know they be trying to put all this extra oomph on it. Let's just say Porsha said they have no kids and none are expected. All these damn pop-ups. And none are expected. The petition says that Porsha was entitled to a divorce from husband on the grounds that the marriage is irretrievably broken and that there are no prospects for reconciliation. The Bravo star said they signed a prenup agreement dated November the 17th of 2022, which sets forth each party's separate property interest and marital property interest. The petition said the wife requests that said prenup agreement be enforced by this court and be made a part of this court's final judgment and divorce decree. So it sounds like their prenup was very much you keep what you have and I keep what I have and we're going to all walk away happy. And Porsha wants that to remain steady. I don't know if they entered into any business ventures together while they were married. Don't know. Porsha's lawyer added, wife is hopeful that parties will reach an agreement settling all issues pending between them. However, if such an agreement cannot be reached, wife reserves the right to amend this complaint accordingly. Porsha also want him to pay her legal bills. And again, that's standard. Like everybody asks for legal bills. Everybody asks for that. All right. So that was like what? A couple of weeks ago. All right. So let's keep going. I'm just going to keep going. Hold on. Is this the next thing that happened? Was the armed gunman the next thing that happened? I think the armed gunman. Okay. So then Simon then came down to this good internet, right? And he alleged, this is what we talked about on Monday. Porsha Williams' estranged husband, Simon Gobadia, claimed that she showed up to their marital home with an armed gunman in a shocking new court filing amid their divorce. Gobadia alleged that the Bravo celebrity abandoned their home. These daggone pop-ups, child. Abandoned their home they shared only to return with a man visibly bearing a weapon for reasons unknown to him. Claiming Williams brought the man over on 2 occasions. He cited one alleged incident on March the 21st, during which he had to call the police to maintain the peace. He also referenced another alleged incident that unfolded on or about March the 24th, when Williams, her mother, and her mother's boyfriend made a forcible entry into the marital home, disengaged security cameras, and apparently tampered with items and evidence. Now, I told y'all on Monday, what did I say on Monday? I said, I think Simon is putting 20 on 10. I think Porsha showed up with security for whatever reason. I don't think it was like armed gunman. I think she brought somebody with her that had a weapon for a particular reason. Maybe she felt threatened. Maybe she was threatened. We don't know. I don't know. But let's keep going. So then Porsha said, let me explain. Let me explain what had happened. So Porsha says, Porsha has filed paperwork demanding a judge give her exclusive access to the Georgia mansion she shares with estranged husband Simon Gobadia as they duke it out in divorce court. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the Bravo star asked for an emergency hearing after Simon allegedly changed the locks to prevent her from accessing the pad. In February, Porsha fled for divorce from Simon filed for divorce after 15 months of marriage. She said it is irretrievably broken. Simon has yet to respond to Porsha's divorce petition. In her newly filed motion, Porsha claimed that Simon had improperly changed the locks while in Dubai and the garage codes multiple times to thwart wife's attempt to access their home, seemingly to be vindictive and retaliatory for wanting to divorce him. Porsha said they had lived in the home since prior to getting married in November 2022. She claimed they signed the prenup on November 11th. She said in the prenup, okay, I already read that part. Okay. She quoted the provision in the prenup, which read, upon an event of dissolution, Porsha shall have the right to remain in and occupy the marital residence, including up to the date the marital residence is sold, if the marital residence is sold. Upon the event of dissolution, Simon shall physically vacate, i.e., cease living in the marital residence within 30 days, provided, however, Simon shall be permitted to leave his personal property vehicles in the marital residence for a period of up to 6 months in the event of dissolution. So basically what Porsha is saying is, I have a right to stay here per our prenup. The prenup says I get to keep the house. That's what it sounds like. Either I get to keep the house or I get to stay here until you sell the house. That's what it says. And you can keep your stuff here for up to 6 months, but you, sir, have to vacate within 30 days. So if anybody need to be leaving, it is you, not me. Okay. Porsha said she filed for divorce, which on February the 22nd, which meant Simon had to vacate by March the 22nd. So it sounds to me like if she showed up on March the 21st, number one, she had every right to be there. And number two, he should have been like on his way out the door. Like he should have been like ready to walk out within 24 hours. Okay. The reality star said that Simon told her he had no intention of contesting the prenup. He asked for additional time to vacate the home and proposed the date of March the 31st. So he said, listen, can I stay another week? I'm working on some things. Got to do some stuff. Okay. Porsha said that her legal team rejected his proposal and asked that he be out by March the 22nd. On March the 21st, Porsha said she learned that Simon disabled her access to the gate, effectively blocking her ability to access her own residence. The motion said that Porsha's counsel attempted to immediately resolve the situation with husband's counsel. However, those attempts were unsuccessful. Porsha was able to contract a separate company to restore her access. Porsha said after regaining access to her home, Simon disabled her access to the residence, changed the locks, changed the garage code almost immediately after she left the residence. She said her lawyer was informed Simon had retained new counsel because probably his old attorney told him, sir, I can't work with this. So he got a new attorney. See, here's the thing about attorneys. You can find, it's like doctors, right? You can find a doctor that's going to tell you what you need to hear, and then you can find a doctor that's going to tell you what you want to hear. If you keep looking, you'll find somebody to say what you want them to say. Same thing with attorneys. His first attorney probably told him, sir, this is what the prenup says. You know, you can ask for an extension, but they don't have to grant it. They said, no, you got to get out. Simon probably was like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. I want to stay here. So he went and found him a new attorney that's going to probably try to, do what he wants them to do. Okay. Porsha demanded that the court give her exclusive access to the home, given her husband's erratic conduct. And this is what she wrote, husband's actions have resulted in wife and wife's minor child being displaced from the residence and appears to be in retaliation for wife's decision to pursue the instant divorce action. The reality star added, wife further shows that husband appears to have fled the country to Dubai Now, Porsha, you know he ain't fled nowhere. He just in Dubai. Y'all know y'all used to be in Dubai all the time now. He ain't fled nothing. He just over there doing what the fuck he do. Okay. And it is unknown when or whether he intends to return. You know he coming back. Now, Porsha, you putting 20 on 10. You know he coming back. All right. That's not the last. Child, that ain't the last of it. Okay, let's keep going. Here go another one. I think I'm out of order, but at this point, it doesn't matter. Porsha puts X on notice not to destroy, conceal, or alter financial records. I already told y'all that, so I'm not gonna read through that whole article. But you know, okay. Let's keep going. Oh no, wait a minute. That's not. Okay, hold on. That is new. Hold on. Let me check the date on this one. No, that's old. That's old. That's old. Okay. Child, I just want to make sure I'm giving it to y'all, child. I want to give it to y'all. Okay, that's Radar Online. Hold on. Let me refresh. Because I feel like, yeah, see, I knew it was something else. Okay. Okay, hold on. It's so many, y'all. It's so many. Okay, that's the one we just read. Okay. Now, here was the next one. Porsha Williams X. Simon Gobadia demands that the Real Housewives of Atlanta star not destroy text messages with Mystery Man after she accuses him of violating the prenup. Okay, let's read through. Now, this is the next article. It's so much, y'all. This thing done got so messy. Oh. Simon Gobadia demanded that she not destroy any text messages she exchanged with a man named Kelvin. Who is Porsha, who Kelvin? Who Kelvin? Porsha? According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Gobadia notified Porsha to keep all evidence, including all communication she had with a man named Kelvin. I'm not going to even try to say this man's last name. Owusuansash. That sounds like one of that. Ooh, Porsha. I mean, that sounds like that might be family. That might be like Simon cousin. Or what's Portia's best friend name? The one she married a African guy too. I know Africa's a continent. Don't nobody tell me nothing. I know it's a continent, but he from Africa too. What's Shamia? Maybe Shamia's husband's friend. All messages between Porsha and her sister Lauren. Ooh, Lauren. All messages between the Bravo star and Karen McKinney. Who is Karen McKinney? In addition, Simon demanded she keep all communications between them and any cell phones and cell phone data, all of her income and financial records, and various other documents. His notice read, Porsha is further notified that a failure to comply with this notice may result in sanctions for any destruction or failure to preserve any such evidence, including, without limitation, adverse inferences against petitioner at trial, sanctions, as well as an award of expenses and attorney fees necessitated by such conduct. Y'all, this thing, so she's saying, that's Dennis' mama? Thank you, Miss Foodie. That's Dennis' mama. I thought her and Dennis' mama didn't even like each other. I thought they didn't even get along. I had to take a sip on that. I had to pause. That's a guy. That's a Guyani. That's somebody from Ghana's last name. I don't want to say that wrong. Thank you, CK. Thank y'all helping me out. I appreciate y'all. That's why I like doing these things live, because y'all be giving me stuff as I go. Oh, well, that could be Dennis' cousin, sister. Wasn't she cool with Dennis' sister? If I remember correctly, wasn't she cool with Dennis' sister? Okay, well, all right. Because Dennis' mama name is Gina. Okay, well, maybe that's like the cousin or the sister. But it got the same last name. So maybe. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. Ooh. Simon did not explain his reasoning for asking for Porsha to keep the messages as they duke it out in court. Okay. Then it just goes on to talk about what we already know. Okay, so now let's go. We got two more, y'all. We got two more. Because it might be another one before we get done with this, child. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yeah, we got two more. So then, and this is dated March the 27th. Okay, so Porsha Williams admits that ex Simon Gobadi's questionable immigration and alleged criminal history led to divorce. Releases private text messages as evidence. Oh boy. Porsha Williams says she started to question everything after recent reports about her estranged husband's alleged criminal history and questionable immigration came out. And it led to her filing for divorce. We're going to get back. Well, after we go through all this, I got some things to say. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the Bravo star asked the judge to shut down Simon's plea for exclusive access to their Georgia mansion and revealed new details of her split. As we first reported, Porsha argued the prenup they signed before their wedding stated Simon would vacate the marital residence within 30 days. Yeah, we already read that. In response, Simon claimed Porsha brought the people to the house. We read that. She accused him of changing the locks, child. We just went through that. In her new motion, Porsha objected to Simon having exclusive access to the home. The reality star then dropped several other bombshells. Despite previously claiming Porsha did not leave Simon due to the reports he was potentially facing deportation, however, in the new filing, she admitted that it played a big role. But this is in quotes, so this is what she filed in the court. By way of further response, the media frenzy that ensued was solely a result of husband's actions, which included revelations about husband's criminal history, questionable immigration, and allegations of fraud. Wife shows that the news report of husband's alleged immigration fraud and what happened to be an imminent threat of deportation were shocking and affected wife's mental and emotional well-being. None of this information was ever disclosed by the husband to the wife, despite wife having previously inquired about husband's immigration status and criminal history. Yeah, I'm sure. Porsha said she wrote Simon a text message that read, "There are more than one or two reasons we are in this place, and I'm forced to make this decision. I will make sure they are written and listed for you to see. There's nothing in this world that would have told me I would have to divorce you or that I would have to contemplate leaving you even for a day. However, what is between us rocks our foundation to the core." She added, "I have always trusted you from day one when I took your hand and started on this journey. I've always stressed to you that I feel safe with you and how important that is for someone like me. I have also loved you through and through. But all of this shows me that you have not cared for me the same way, and that is a huge problem. Your job is to protect PJ and I, and you have not." Her lawyer wrote, since learning of husband's checkered immigration history and status, wife began to question everything that she initially believed to be true as it relates to her husband's character, immigration, business dealings, etc., and began to uncover additional information that husband failed to disclose to wife. Petitioner did not wish to remain married to a stranger and filed for divorce. Y'all. Shall we got one more? And again, it might be another one before the day is over, but we're going to do this last one. Okay. Porsha Williams accuses estranged husband of hosting at least 3 women in their Georgia mansion on different evenings as the divorce turns ugly. I need to take a sip. Let's read through this one, honey. This is the last one, y'all, and then I'm going to tell y'all what I think. Okay? Porsha Williams accused her estranged husband of having nighttime rendezvous with a bevy of women inside of their marital home. The shocking allegations were revealed in court documents Porsha filed in the bitter divorce battle after Simon claimed that she brought gunmen to the house and was forced to call the police. In a searing response obtained by Radar Online, Porsha accused her ex of trying to impugn her reputation when he called the police to their home. The 42-year-old beauty also admitted she was afraid of his behavior and of a potential encounter with one of the women he has had over at the pad. Why they call their house the pad? They ain't used that since the 70s. Who wrote this? The pad. Who calls their house a pad? I'm sorry. Wife has returned to the residence on various occasions to retrieve various personal items belonging to her and her minor child, as well as to secure various items from learning that husband has had at least 3 women in the marital residence on different evenings. Porsha, okay. Husband has called law enforcement for no legitimate reason other than to push a false narrative that he hopes will garner his public attention at the cost of his wife's reputation. When the wife first returned to the home on March the 7th, she bought her personal security. I told y'all that. Didn't I tell y'all that? Her personal security for her own safety in light of husband's erratic behavior, including hosting multiple strangers who were unknown to the wife. Porsha said the entire encounter was caught on home surveillance footage. She accused Simon of playing fast and loose with the truth when he claimed the interaction with the armed man was hostile. By way of further response, the parties have always had personal security. As such, it is unclear why husband is attempting to push a false narrative that even minimally suggests the wife returned to the marital residence with any nefarious intentions. Now, I agree with Porsha on that one, and I said that on Monday, that was probably her security. And now it's saying that they always had security. So, Simon, you playing. Okay. Then it goes on to just reiterate everything we've already talked about. Can I say, okay, so here's my commentary. Here's my commentary. First of all, I don't even know where to start. Let me say this. Let me speak on this. Porsha, if you know Simon is using the house as leverage against you, why the fuck do you keep leaving? I understand you have to work. I mean, I know quiet as it's kept and loud as it is, Porsha does do things that require her to be out in the streets. I get that. I'm fine with that. I get that. But please understand that if I know this man is playing, I'm going to do one or two things. Because you do have the prenup on your side, right? You do have the prenup on your side. But I'm going to do one or two things. Either I ain't never leaving that damn house. I'm going to have to do everything through Zoom, StreamYard, Uber Eats. And when I say never, you know, I'm being, you know, funny. But seriously, I would limit me leaving that house. Number two, since you know he's playing games, if you do have like expensive things that you want to make sure that you hold on to, whatever, that would have been the first thing I took out that house. Those would have been the first things I took out that house. Now, here's what I'm going to say though. I have absolutely, positively not an ounce of sympathy for Porsha. And let's talk about why. Let me look at the poll first. Let me close out this poll. So my poll was, do you think this is a storyline? So let's look at the poll. The poll is, do you think it's a storyline? If you didn't vote, go ahead and vote. We're getting ready to close it out. How only 38 people voted? It's 100 and something people in this room. Y'all go on and vote for me, please. Vote in the poll. I'm going to give you guys another minute or two to vote in the poll. Oh, it's starting to even up now. At first it was one way. Now it's starting to even up. It's starting to even up. Even up, I should say. All right, I'm going to end the poll, and I'm going to give y'all, I'm going to see if we can get to 100 votes. We had 69 votes now. Let me see if we can get to 100 votes, and then I'll end the poll. But let me say this. The poll, and for those that don't know, the poll says, do you think this is all for a storyline? So the poll is, do you think this is all for a storyline? We're up to 95 votes. Okay, when we get to 100 votes, I'm going to close it. 5 more people. Oh, 98. Oh, we at 100. So I'm going to close it. Go ahead. Oh, it's still going. Maybe I'll wait to 110. We at 107 now. Oh, y'all voting now. Okay. Okay, y'all voting now. Okay. Here's my thing, you guys. All right, I'm going to end the poll. We at 119. Ooh, I hate odd numbers. Can we get 120? Okay. All right, I'm in the poll. We have 120. All right. The poll is 48 to 51. So it's about 50-50. All right. It's about 50-50 that y'all feel. Y'all about 50-50. Okay. See, on my side, I guess it take a long time for it to go up. Okay. All right. So I don't have any sympathy for Porsha. Like, that's just the real truth of the matter, right? I don't have any sympathy for Porsha Williams, because I still believe that you went after that woman's husband. You saw something, you liked it, you wanted it, you thought you were more beautiful than her, maybe smarter than her, whatever the situation is. Now, did Porsha make the first move? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that Simon slid in her DMs first. I do not believe Porsha's story that she already knew him. I don't believe that. I believe she may have seen him, because remember, her best friend is married to a man from the continent of Africa, and she may have been at functions where they were there together. I believe she may have seen Simon, but I do not believe that Porsha Williams Porsha Williams already knew Simon on a more than a casual hey basis. She may have even been introduced to him prior to the show, but I don't believe that. What I do believe is that Simon maybe slid into her DMs and Porsha allowed it, and they went from there. That is what I believe. Do I believe that Simon and Fallon's marriage was already on the outs when she started filming The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was already in a bad place. But Porsha, that wasn't your place to get it. That man was still married. That man was still very much married. Abby, don't do me. Abby, don't do me. Don't do me, Abby. But here's why. Well, other than the obvious reason why I don't have no sympathy for Porsha. But even if she met Simon under the best of circumstances, right? Girl, you were warned. Okay, you were his third wife. You were warned by multiple people publicly. Now, I don't even know privately how many people probably tried to talk to you, but publicly, you were warned by multiple people. Multiple people were like, girl, he ain't. And as far as you talking about something you didn't know about the deception, child, people tried. Now, that we didn't know about that immigration status. Now, that was something new, right? We didn't know about the immigration stuff, but we definitely knew about the shady business. Fallon talked about that. Now, because you chose not to believe Fallon, because you felt like you knew better, knew smarter, knew more, knew this, knew that, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You probably thought you were being real smart. You probably thought that prenup was going to protect you, right? You probably thought that prenup was going to get you something. Oh, yeah, I get to keep this beautiful mansion, and I get to keep this. Right. Kiss My Cheek said she tried to tell her too, right? You probably thought you was going to keep that nice mansion and the cars and all that stuff. You know, we're going to, and you thought you were probably protecting yourself, your finances, and your businesses. You really thought that prenup was going to do something. But here's the thing. Paperwork only works as long as somebody is willing to follow the paperwork. We see it all the time with restraining orders, and I hate to use such an extreme example, but having a restraining order against somebody that is clearly unstable don't really mean ish. So it's the same thing with a prenup. I mean, yeah, the prenup say he got to leave, but then you see him playing games. You said you didn't know about his immigration status, even though you asked questions about the immigration status. I could believe that. I could believe that he lied to her and told her everything was okay. Because anybody that was stupid enough to actually file an appeal based off of fraudulent paperwork, I can believe he ain't tell her the truth. I can believe that. Porsha, I believe that man was not truthful with you about telling you what his immigration status was. I absolutely believe it. But when I tell you that, I still don't have no damn sympathy, because you have flaunted your relationship in the face of everybody from Fallon on down. You flaunted your relationship. You was out here when he was coming for Fallon, and he was talking shit about Fallon on social media when they first were getting separated, and he was dropping the ring footage showing the boyfriend showing up in the middle of the night. You ain't had no problems with that. You was out here defending it, honey. You flaunted your private jets and your multiple homes and your trips all over the world and your closet full of designers. Like, you flaunted that shit. That's what you wanted, and you got it. You just thought it was going to last longer than 2 years. That's what you thought. You thought that it was going to last longer than 2 years. You was out here flaunting what you had to all the people. Every chance you get, kissing all on that man. You done went out here and made that man get some teeth whitening. Go get some liposuction. You done made that man get him some lipo. Tried to make him look better. Know what I'm saying? Just for you to end up right where Fallon is. Right where Fallon is. They said they ain't even started filming for well, I think they've started filming now, but at the time they hadn't even started filming for the Real Housewives. Y'all already know what the first 2 episodes are gonna be. Y'all already know. What I tell y'all about the first episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac, where everybody gonna be like this. So y'all already know the first episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac is gonna be, oh no. Girl, did y'all hear? Get on the FaceTime. It's probably gonna be like Drew and Kenya, because they the ones coming back, right? Drew and Kenya are the ones coming back. Sheree, a friend of the show, we're gonna kick her to the side. But it'll probably be Drew and Kenya, right? Talking. And Drew gonna be like, girl, I know what it's like. You know, I'm going through my situation too. And Kenya gonna be like, girl, you know, I just got mine finalized after 20 years, girl. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine what Porsha is going through. Girl, I know. I feel so bad for her. You think we need to go over there and take her some flowers? Yeah, let's run by her favorite restaurant. Let's get some food. Let's take her some flowers so we can talk about it. Okay. Y'all, that's the first episode. I'm telling y'all, that's the first episode. They're going to show all the headlines. They're going to show all the headlines. Y'all know they love showing all about the tea headlines. They're going to show all the headlines of all the different things. Radar Online, Bravo, all this stuff. Going to show all these headlines. And then it's going to show Porsha talking to her mama or her sister crying. I will produce this shit. Yeah, bring some. Yeah, you better bring some wings for Miss Diane, honey. Yes, that is the first 2 episodes. I'm telling y'all, before we get into anybody's storyline, it's gonna be Porsha and Porsha and Kenya and Drew and her mama and Lauren. Oh, that's right. I forgot. They said Shamia on the show this year, so you know it's gonna be Shamia. You know Shamia gonna be all up in the mix. That's your first 2 episodes. I'm telling y'all. We might not even meet the new girls until episode 3. What the hell they gonna be there for? Well, we need to see the new. We really don't even need no. We don't even need no new girls. Shit. Do we really care? Do we really care about the new girls? We don't need no new girls. I don't even remember who the new girls are outside of Shamir. Don't need none of them. Do you know if Drew and Ralph divorce is finalized yet? Child, we ain't heard nothing about Drew and Ralph divorce since the season wrap. We really ain't heard. They ain't been in the blogs since the reunion. They've done a really good job of not being in the blogs. I give them credit for that. So whatever Drew brings is gonna be fresh. I would give Drew credit for that. She kept her job, and whatever she brings this season is gonna be new information. Because damn, we don't know nothing. I think the last thing I heard was Ralph moved out. I think, but don't quote me. I think because remember, she didn't even go to BravoCon. Remember, Drew didn't even go to BravoCon. So we haven't heard anything as it relates to Drew. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know. I really don't. I think the last thing I heard was maybe about who about their living situation. I don't know if Ralph is either the last thing I heard was either Ralph is still in the house or Ralph just moved out. But other than that, y'all, I really don't know. Exactly, Yana. Throw them new girls back. We don't need them. You don't need them. Child Porsha is gonna carry this season on her back. Do you hear me? You know we're gonna have to get Dennis. Drew is the Mia of this. Listen, y'all know how I be telling y'all about these formulas. Y'all know I be telling y'all about these formulas. Every show need one. Every show needs that villain. Every show needs the bone carrier. Every show needs the liar. And listen, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it is Drew. Drew knows she know how to tell a lie. Drew knows she know how to tell a lie. But I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest though? In my opinion, I think a lot of Drew's lies were around protecting what was going on in her marriage with Ralph. I honestly believe that. If we go back and look at Drew's list of lies, I would say 90% of them are connected to her marriage. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. You know, Potomac, we got Mia, and we got Karen. Y'all know I love me some Karen, but Karen, you know, the Grand Don be giving it to us too. What up, Don? Hey, boo. The Grand Don be playing games too. Who is it in Miami? I would say Adriana. Adriana is the liar in Miami, but Adriana will lie to you. Listen, Adriana is funny because Adriana will lie about something and she will contradict herself in the same goddamn conversation. And then when you point it out, she will listen. Adriana, if y'all don't watch Miami, Adriana has the art of deflection. Larsa lied too. Larsa lied too. Yeah, she lied too. But Adriana, if I had to put them in a category, I wouldn't put Adriana in the liar category. I would put her in the bone. She's the pot stirrer. Adriana keeps shit going. She's the pot stirrer. I would put Larsa as the liar for Miami. Yeah, I would. Yeah. If so, we were doing. You know what? Maybe I should do that one day, y'all. Maybe we should do the. You know what? I think that's a good idea. Cause somebody, if y'all looked at the podcast I did last week, she asked me about parents, and now they want me to do all of the they want me to do the list of the best parents, like what parents I would want in my classroom for all of the franchises, because I only did Potomac, so they want me to do it for all of the franchises, child. So I said maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have her on when I do that. You know what else I think I want to do? The other thing I think I want to do is, I think this would be a good idea, is do the categories for reality TV, right? You know you need a villain. I'm about to wrap this up, y'all. You know you need a villain. You know you need a liar. You know you need a bone carrier, and you know you need the peacemaker, right? And sometimes those roles overlap, and sometimes they change from season to season. But there's certain people that are steadfast in their roles. So, like, let me just do one, and then I'm wrap this up. Let's do Beverly Hills. And that's why when certain people leave the show, you've got to figure out a way to mix it up, right? Beverly Hills struggled a little bit this year. It was a good season, but they struggled a little bit this year with getting the bone carrier pot stirrer back. Lisa Rinna was the pot stirrer, right? Sutton tried to jump in there, but that ain't really Sutton, right? So the pot stirrer, I'm going to just go ahead and say Lisa Rinna for the season, right? You got Lisa Rinna. Your bone carrier, I would say that was Lisa Rinna. Dorita's your liar. Child, Dorita know how to tell a lie. We know Dorita know how to tell a lie, child. Dorita's the liar. The one that tried to be the peacemaker, I would say the peacemaker tried. Kyle is the bone carrier. Kyle is the bone carrier. But she's so slick with it, you don't see it coming. Dorita's the liar. Kyle's the bone carrier. Lisa's the shit starter / villain. Erica Jane is your villain. Erica Jane is also your villain. She don't care. She stands in her shit. She don't mind being the villain. Do they really have a peacemaker on Beverly Hills? I think all of them at different times try to play peacemaker. Kyle is evasive. And I know that's playing word games, but Kyle is more evasive than a liar to me. This last season wasn't a good look on Kyle because she was trying to hide what was going on in her marriage. But in previous seasons, I would call her more evasive than I would call her a liar. And I know that's playing word games a little bit. I understand. But that's what I would say. Garcelle, I think, tries to be the peacemaker, but Garcelle only makes peace with people she cares about. Like, for example, Garcelle don't give a damn about making peace between Erica and, let's say if it was Erica and Dorit. Garcelle wouldn't give a damn. She don't care. Because she don't care about either one. I don't think she dislikes either one of them, but she don't particularly like either one of them either. You know what I'm saying? But if it were Sutton and somebody, I think she'll try to make peace. If it were like when Denise came, I think, she'll try to make peace. But for people that she really doesn't care about, she don't care. Who is Garcelle? Oh, I just answered that, duh. So we might have to do that. Y'all don't let me forget that idea. That's a good idea. Kiss My Cheeks, Don. We may do it as a panel. I think that'd be a good conversation to do as a panel. So I might have to get like Scotty, get my reality TV people together and do a panel, maybe one Saturday afternoon when we can kind of just relax and chill out. I think that'd be a fun conversation. I think go through the different franchises and go and talk about the roles. I think that'd be fun. See, y'all done gave me an idea. Don't let me forget about it. You see, I ain't writing it down. So one of y'all don't let me forget. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. Don, I think if I have enough energy later on tonight, I might talk about the bishop, child. I know I saw you went live already, but I may talk about the bishop later on tonight. Like late, when I say later on, I mean like 10 o'clock tonight. I got to see if I got the energy to deal with him. But in 30 minutes, you guys, we will be back on the Teacher Project 2.0. If you are not subscribed to my education podcast, if you could please do that. If you could please think about subscribing to my education podcast. We are going to be discussing some issues as it relates to education, legislation that's going on, different battles and fights that are happening in the world of education. It's very important to us all. Whether you have a child or not, it is important because listen, Whitney told us, okay, the children are the future. Okay. Teach them well and let them lead the way. And it's not going well. It's not going well. All right. If you don't know, if you're not subscribed, it is the Teacher Project 2.0. If you type that in, it'll pop right up on YouTube. Okay. Drop the link. Can we drop the link real quick? I think somewhere. Let me see. Did anybody drop the link? They're gonna drop the link. I know they are. Okay. I know Abby or Don got me. So yeah, they're gonna drop the link, you guys, before we get out of here. Please join me over there in about 30 minutes. It's a good conversation. And there it is right there. I knew somebody was gonna drop it. Tracy got it. I knew somebody was gonna drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I knew somebody was gonna get me. With that being said, you guys, let me get ready to get out of here so I can chill out, for a few minutes before we get that party started. I will talk to y'all later. We're going to do, El Teddy's going to probably do his Run Your Mouth after the Teacher Project. And then I'll do a tribe meeting where we could just talk about other things that are going on in the news. So you guys, if y'all roll with us over here on this side, y'all got some content coming. Boom, boom, boom. Right? So just keep your YouTube logged in while you're working, while you're figuring out the things, y'all. We're going to be doing some talking. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace. Thank you, Miss Nettie. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you.